All right, good morning, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about converting fractions, decimals, and percents. All right, let's get into it. All right, if we're given a fraction to start and asked to convert to the decimal and then the percentage, all right, this is actually pretty nice because we can use our calculator as a tool. That symbol right there, that fraction bar, that's telling us that we have to divide. So this is just 1 divided by 5. You can put that in your calculator, and whatever decimal you get out, that's what we're going to put there. So 1 divided by 5, we end up with 0.2. All right, and I'm just going to throw a 0 on the end. Actually, we don't need that. 0.2. All right, now when going from decimal to percent, all right, what we are actually doing, all right, is we are going to have to multiply by 100 to convert that over to a percentage. All right? To shorten this up for us, what that actually does is that takes this decimal place and it moves it to the right. All right? And when we're multiplying by 100, we're going to move it for every zero we have. We're going to move it one place, and then we're going to move it another place and have to fill in a zero there. So our percent then is 20%. All right? So we end up moving our decimal to the right 2 whole spots when we are going from a decimal to a percentage. Cool. Let's look at a different example. All right? And we'll put this underneath. Let's say we start with a percentage. We start with 75%. All right, to go from decimal to percentage, all right, we moved our decimal place 2 to the right. All right, when we are going in the other direction, that's right, you guessed it, we're going to move them 2 to the left, okay? So our decimal place is here in the percentage. We're going to go 2 to the left, all right? And then we have our decimal right away, 0.75, okay? We don't need to immediately jump to the fraction. We can do what is easiest for us at the beginning, all right? Now, with the percent, I like to think about it this way, right? 75%, that's out of how much, right? 75% out of how much? It's going to be at 100%, all right? So we can start with the percent and turn that into a fraction, 75 out of the 100%. All right? Then we just have to reduce that down, figure out what numbers go into both 75 and 100. In this case, it's 25 goes into both. All right? Divide both the top and bottom by 25. All right, and we end up with 3 over 4 as our final fraction. Give you a chance to kind of take that in. Okay, so starting with 75%, we go to 0.75, and then we can go from the percent over 100 to get us our fraction 3/4. Okay, only got 2 more examples for you. It's going to be a quick one today. All right, let's say we start with a decimal now, 0.15. Talked about this before, just moving the decimal 2 to the right to get the percent. So that's just going to be 15%. All right. And then from that 15%, we can turn it into a fraction. 15 over the total, which would be 100%. Reduce that down. Number that goes into both 15 and 100. I think 5 works. All right, and that's going to be 3 over 20. Okay, 3 over 20 ends up being our final fraction. All right, and then let's say we're starting with 38%. I'm a little wonky. Percent to decimal, that's nice. We just got to move the decimal place in the other direction. That's 0.38 as a decimal. All right, And then 38 out of 100 for our starting fraction. And we're going to reduce that down. This one's a little bit tougher to reduce down. I see that they're both even, so I'm going to divide by 2. All right. 19 over 50. And I actually think it can't get reduced down any more than that, 19 over 50. Okay. So, just as a recap, we start with the fraction. Just put it in your calculator. It'll give you the decimal. And then we move 2 to the right to get the percent. If we start with the percent, move it 2 to the left to get the decimal. And then we can put that percent over 100 to get our fraction. And then with the decimal, we just start going the other way. Move the decimal to the right, get the percent, put that over 100, and reduce to get the fraction. Okay? 2 problems here at the end. All right. I'll see you next time. Peace out.